الله إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعين به ونستغفره ونستهديه ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون يا أيها الناس اتقوا ربكم الذي خلقكم من نفس واحدة وخلق منها زوجها وبث منهما رجالا كثيرا ونساء واتقوا الله الذي تساءلون به والأرحام إن الله كان عليكم رقيبا يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله وقولوا قولا سديدا يصلح لكم أعمالكم ويغفر لكم ذنوبكم ومن يطع الله ورسوله فقد فاز فوزا عظيما أما بعد فإن أصدق الحديث كتاب الله وخير الهدي هدي محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم وشر الأمور محدثاتها وكل محدثة بدعة وكل بدعة ضلالة وكل ضلالة في النار. Last summer, I was on a holiday in the UK. As I was with my wife walking down the streets, I couldn't help notice a brother who had put his table in an area that was very active in restaurants and movie theaters. He had a table and in it he had booklets about Islam and Quran. I couldn't help noticing him and his wife there, trying to propagate Islam to people who are walking by in the area, those who inquire. So I walked to him and I said to the brother, I am from Kuwait. And to tell you the truth, my feeling is, I really feel I am with you and I'm here to support you for your ability to stand, to speak about Islam, while the media is attacking Muslims day and night and attacking Islam day and night. The amazing thing was, he said something to me. He said, brother, times have never been so good as it is nowadays. I said to him, what do you mean? He said, every time there is an issue in the media attacking Islam or Muslims, the more people I have coming here and inquiring about Islam. And they want to read about Islam. And they want to understand about Islam. He said, you see that lady? And there was a lady before me. She was there. He said, this lady came last week inquiring about what Islam is, and this time she came in for more information, and next week she's going to call the Shahada. Times have never been so good to us. As the media puts more pressure on Muslims, more people are inquiring about Islam. Let's move back. Now, this is a situation at this day and time. Let's move back 1400 years ago, and notice I'm going to give you 3 examples and watch carefully how things turn out. Hamza, the uncle of the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, this is before his Islam. He was walking by the Kaaba. Of course, Kaaba was there since Ibrahim alayhi salam, so it was used for all people, all types of worship. He saw the leaders of Quraysh sitting near the Kaaba discussing. As one of them, he went there and sat with them to listen what they say. They were talking about the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ. And for the first time he noticed they were worried and they were anxious about this new religion. They were expressing their dismay and their hatred and their anger about the message of the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ. For him, Hamza, the uncle of the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, he was a level-headed man. He was a positive person, a moderate person. What they said never mattered anything to him. So what he heard is something that he heard that is normal and kept on. One day, as he was coming back to Mecca from a hunting trip, an eyewitness met him and said to him, "Have you seen what has happened today? Your brother's son, Muhammad, was attacked by Abu Jahl. He pushed him, he shoved him, he said bad words against him, and he took a rock and made the head of the Prophet of Muhammad bleed." Hamza could not bear what he heard. So immediately he walked in looking for Abu Jahl. And he saw him in the area of Kaaba sitting in the group of meetings that they had as tribes over there. As he barged in, he walked in towards him. He took the bow he had that he used in hunting and immediately hit Abu Jahl on his head and made a crack on his head and he started bleeding. Those who were around, they were shocked to see that sight. And then Hamza yelled and screamed at Abu Jahl. He said, "Do you curse Muhammad? Don't you ever dare curse Muhammad, because I am with him. I believe in his religion." This is the moment when Hamza pronounced Islam. This action triggered the anger in himself to stop Abu Jahl what was doing, and that was the moment that transferred Hamza from being a non-believer to a Muslim. Notice how the way Abu Jahl cursed the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ and aggravated him caused Hamza to become a Muslim. Another incident. Umar ibn Khattab, before he became a Muslim, heard about the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ. He took his sword to kill the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ. As he was going to find the Prophet Muhammad and kill him, someone in the street met him and told him, "Listen, do you know that your sister and her husband have embraced Islam? You might as well go and see them before you go and kill Muhammad." So he went to his sister, and as he met them, they told him to sit down and listen to the verses of the Quran. They spoke to him about the Quran. They spoke to him about Islam. Immediately his heart changed from being an enemy to being a Muslim. And he embraced Islam and walked to the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ. Rather than go and kill him, he went to him and pronounced the Shahada to where the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ. Third case, Mus'ab ibn Umayr. The Prophet Muhammad ﷺ has sent to Medina in order to propagate Islam and tell the people Islam, to tell the people in Medina about Islam. The leader of the tribe of Aus, his name is Husam ibn Hudayr. He heard about Mus'ab ibn Umayr. So immediately he took his spear in order to finish him. Mus'ab ibn Umayr was advised by a man who saw Husam ibn Hudayr coming towards him. He said to him, to Mus'ab, "This man is the leader of an Aus tribe. If you are sincere in propagating and telling him about Islam, if this man becomes a Muslim, his entire tribe will follow him easily." So he went towards him. Hussein saw Mus'ab ibn Umayr with people around him. He said to him, "What brought you to our city over here? What are you doing to the weak people in my town? Get out of here. I don't want to see your face in my city. If you want to remain alive, turn your back and leave. I don't want you here." So Mus'ab said to him, "Sir, we came for something that is good. I have a deal with you. He said, what kind of a deal? All what I want from you is just to sit and listen to what I say. If you accept it, fine. If you're not convinced, I will leave and you'll never see my face in this town again. Hussein said, fair enough, I will listen. So he put his spear on the ground and sat. And Mus'ab started explaining to him about Islam and reading to him verses of the Quran. Hussein said, this is really amazing. What are you saying? I've never heard anything so nice before. What do you do if you want to become a Muslim, Tell me. Mus'ab said to him, very easy. Take a bath, wear new clean clothes, say the Shahada, and that is it. You will become a Muslim. أقول ما تسمعون وأستغفر الله لي ولكم فاستغفروه إنه هو الغفور الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف المرسلين سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه ومن تبعهم بإحسان يوم الدين. You have seen 3 or 4 examples that I have given you, cases of how Islam moves, how Islam changes someone from being an enemy to being an ally. And throughout the history of Islam, there are so many cases of people objecting Islam, attacking Islam, criticizing Islam, and they become your allies after becoming your enemy, before they were your enemy. These are a repetition. The human being is a human being, and Allah Almighty is the creator of the human being, and Allah Almighty knows the psychology of the human being. The Prophet Muhammad said during his ascension, he said, I saw the prophets that Allah had sent in this earth, and I've seen every prophet come with the people who believed in him. I have seen prophets come alone. Imagine this, a prophet, he goes to people, and throughout the years he spent, he ends up with nobody believing in him. And I saw a prophet who comes with 1 person. A prophet comes with 5 believers only. A prophet comes with between 10 or less than 10 or more than 10 believers only. And then I saw a crowd of people. I was happy. And I asked, who are these? They said to me, these are the followers of Musa alayhi salam in this nation. And they said to me, look at the horizon. And the Prophet Muhammad said, I looked at the entire horizon. There was masses and masses and masses of people. And they said to me, these are your followers and these are your nations. These are the greatest number of followers throughout the existence of earth of you, Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. My word, my dear brothers and sisters, to you, at this day and age where Islam is being attacked and accused by the media, this is something that Allah is preparing for the future. You might see things as negative from the outside, but Allah's message is going through houses and places that has never done before. And the Prophet Muhammad has said, this religion will reveal and will reach every house, whether it's made of wood or it is made from bricks. It will, in every tent in the desert, this religion will reach out. So my word to you, have the courage. Either you want to stay as a spectator to watch things and do nothing, or do as the brother who was in England found that there was a duty for him as a Muslim to do something to support and propagate Islam. You are not questioned about the results. The results, Allah Almighty will handle them. Our duty is to put the effort, and the results is from Allah Almighty, whether you see them or you don't see them. أقول قولي هذا عباد الله اعلموا أن الله سبحانه وتعالى أمركم بأمر بدأ فيه بنفسه وقال جل من قائل عليما إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما. الله